Hello, my loves. It's Kasha Planarista 101. So today, please join me for creating 3 separate monthly plan with me's for September of 2025, as well as prepping my journal. So if you're interested in a video like this, please join me and I'll see you in a minute. Okay, so let's get going. So first up, I'm going to be working in my catch-all planner, which is the Sketchy Florals, and it is a classic size happy planner. So here we go. I'm going to be using stickers from Easter Case for this one. It's called Afternoon Reading, and I pulled up a lot of my brown sticker books from Easter Case, and I thought that would be fun to kind of incorporate throughout the month as well. So I pulled up 2 sticker books from Mojo Jojo Plans, which are both fall. I pulled up the Autumn 2.0 as well as some neutral, a neutral sticker book from her. So yeah, let's get started. I'm gonna go ahead and go into the boxes. They're going to be brown. In this book, there's black, brown, and gray. Brown is at the end, so I'm just gonna pull some different browns, like up 2 different colors maybe, and I'm gonna kind of spread them out throughout the month as I have events. So yeah, let's go ahead and get going with that, and then I'm gonna put this down on the dates that I know I have stuff. So the 13th, the 6th, I do have something, the 14th, the 28th, the 26th. So far that's all I have, and I'm sure the month will be filling in as we go through it, because that's what usually happens, at least for me. I'm not sure how it is for you guys, but for me it just fills in as I go. So I was thinking that on the bottom of that area where there's no dates, I was thinking of doing like a fall picnic. So I know technically September is still not fall, but the evening weather in here and the morning weather have cooled off so much that it definitely feels very fallish. So that's kind of where we're heading into. So I'm just going to keep that pretty simple. Now add the girl on the other side just to kind of continue the picnic vibe. So she's sitting on a blanket. She's reading a book, like it's perfect weather. Let's add some book themes in here as well. Like I said, this is afternoon reading book from Easter Case. If you guys end up purchasing stickers from there, I would really appreciate if you would use my code, which is Kasha, KASIA, for 12% off. Okay, let's keep going because there's still quite a bit of planner spreads to do. Like I said, I'm going to be doing 3 of them. This one, my wellness, my social media, and this time I decided to create my journal September kind of thing with you guys. So yeah, let's do it together. So I'm gonna add this sign that says maple leaf. That will brighten up the spread quite a bit. It's gonna add a lot of orange elements to it, which are beautiful. Kind of a little bit more, this feels a little bit more like end of October, beginning of November than it does September, but you know what? See my planner, it can be whatever I want. I'm gonna go ahead and add that girl in here too, that reading one, into my sidebar, since I have not been using my sidebar in my planners at all, or very rarely. As I do have multiple planners and multiple things, and I usually do a brain dump in my daily grind planner. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and add tea time in here. That little sign is so beautiful, and I don't think there'll be too many like elements to add to this planner, so I'm just gonna keep going. So we have those 2 stars that I added. I'm gonna add these books with reading glasses on top. I think that looks good. And yes, I am so sorry my table is like, my desk is still wobbly. I purchased more legs. So now I added 2 legs. I'm going to add 2 more sometime next week or this week. And then hopefully that will stabilize everything. But yeah, I bought this enormous desk, and like I said, very unstable. And I thought it's like maybe my floor is uneven, but absolutely not. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and add this teapot to the whole picnic time. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it under, and I'm gonna trim around the sticker to kind of fit in, like so. Yeah, because I wanted to make sure that that kind of lands in here. It's so beautiful. I could not have that. I mean, I actually use teapots in my house quite often. I am a pretty regular tea drinker, so when I have a little bit of time, I will steep tea for all of us. Like in my household, I mean. Okay. So added that. That butterfly is gorgeous. There's not many more things that I will be adding in here, I feel like, because it is getting pretty full and I want to be able to add things as they come up, because that's kind of how my life flows. I add things as they come. So I added a couple pine cones. I will add that again. Outside of my office window, I have a California pine, and they are beautiful, but they do create a lot of pine cones. So I'm starting to see them on the ground, so it made me add a little bit of that. And yes, it is like juicy, beautiful green. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and make sure that the bottom hole where I put that teapot is now accessible by my planner. So I'm gonna cut that really fast, and then after that, I'm gonna put this back in, and we're gonna continue to the next option, or the next item, I should say. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and do my journal next. I love doing my journal. It's like one of my favorite things. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. So this will be next. It will be my wellness. But before that, I think, I don't know, like I am so torn. Yeah, let's do my journal. It's like, it's my pride and joy. So I'm gonna do some different stuff in here. So as always, I already started like the page on the other side, but I'm gonna do one more because I like to have like an introductory page on my left side, and then goal page on my right side, and then I do a full, like, you will see a full page on the next page basically. Okay, so let's go ahead and add this, which is a fall jar. I have quite a few of those. I printed all of these last year, purchased an Etsy image, and I think they're gorgeous. I have flowers that are fall flowers that are completely unrelated to this, but I think they look really, really good and the colors match. So I'm gonna create a frame around it. So yeah, let's do that, and then I'll go ahead and go from there. So I'm gonna create a pretty big frame around the whole jar. Okay, let's keep going. Like I said, this is just something that I like to do, and the stickers that I'm going to be using are going to be from JoJo's Pretty Paper Shop. She has her own Etsy shop, and she draws all of her images, which are gorgeous. So every year she has these calendar series that she releases, so I buy those. And then she has a Lux advent calendar, which are images for every single month that are different, and they're gorgeous again. So like I said, I love using them. They're one of my favorite things to incorporate into my planner, so I use them all the time. I'm gonna go ahead and finish this up, and then we'll do the other side. But yeah, that's kind of where I envisioned this looking like with all the flowers around it. I think that came out pretty good. You guys let me know what you think. I know it's slightly different, and hopefully you guys like it as much as I do. Okay, so adding a couple more because it needs to finish up. And I'm gonna cut some, maybe like in half and stuff, just to include enough in here to kind of close up gaps. So let's see. Yeah, I think that looks decent. Now we're gonna go on to this side of the journal and put in all the plans. So September in JoJo's Pretty Paper Shop, the actual goal, like the actual monthly page from Lux Planner is green. I think this is the previous year, not last year, but the previous year. I have both, so I think I used that one. I don't know why, but it has like all the flowers and greenery and kitchen, and I just like it. So kind of reminds me of Thanksgiving though. So we're gonna put September, we're gonna put goals, and then I'm gonna use my checklist to draw circles. Okay. And I do, like I said, the second set of pages are kind of a different thing. So I do that every single month, and those are exactly the same. So I'll show you what they look like. But look, this is, do you see the birch trees like behind the huge window in the kitchen? Yeah, those like match so well. I don't know if I want the, like, I kind of want the teapot, but I don't want the teapot. I don't know. Let's leave it for now and see. Not, yeah, there's like little mugs too. I don't know. Like, I don't know if I'm gonna use that. I do need a little bit of room to like write my stuff in here every month. So I set up some goals that are monthly, and then I review them every month. So when I do a flip through, you guys usually see those. So that's kind of the process of setting this planner up. That's what it looks like. So I'm gonna take this teapot off because I kind of want that plant hanging in between. So I'm gonna take the mugs off as well. And let's see how that looks without. Might add like other stuff down the line when I'm writing in here. But for right now, I think that might work. Yeah, okay. And then one more plant. Okay, yeah. Doesn't match the other side, but I think they work pretty well, both of them. Okay. Now, on this side, what I do is I will glue the September calendar right into the corner. So this is the right month and the right year. As you can see, it is an accurate one, and she has matching things that come with it. So it's 2 pages for every month. You get these like lovely, I don't even know what to call these. I call them sidebars because that's what I use them for, but they're more like huge washi strips to use for different stuff. And the other side, I do the same thing, and that kind of frames the page. And I think that gives it a very nice touch. So see, like exactly the same. So all of my setups for the month are exactly the same when it comes to this stuff. So it's going to be currently, and I just track 3 things in here. I track listening, reading, and watching. So those are fun things for me. And then let's see what else. Oh, and on this side I put best memory of, and I'll list the month, so like September. And then this year, like I said before in my previous videos or in my flip through videos, I decided not to color these in. The previous years I did. My little black lettering was colored. This year it's just hollow. Let me know what you guys prefer. I never know, but that's kind of where I end up with this. So, and then I decorate as I go when I'm writing in here. So I'll decorate the page in bright, and then every single time I write, it's kind of the same process. So it's not pre-decorated for like a whole month. I just do this part so I can fill in as the month goes by. Okay, so then these are kind of main events that I put in here. So anything that has been happening, or any like big plans that we have, any big events that we have, usually go in here. And then those little doodles on the bottom, I usually take those and fill up the bottom edges of this journal. So this is an 8.5 Leuchtturm 1917. And it's so chunky already. I can't even imagine what's going to happen by the end of the year, but the covers are kind of bent, like arched a little from the bulkiness. And I can't wait to like finish it and actually show you guys what it's going to look like all finished. But yeah, so quite a bit has happened in this planner. So it's fun to be able to just follow this. Okay. So do you see what I mean? Like those doodles are so pretty. They match the actual doodles inside. So I'm able to kind of do that. And it looks so pretty. Okay. And that is it for my journal. Now we're going to go ahead and go into the wellness planner, which I already opened. My wellness planner is Exotic Borders. It is a classic size happy planner. I don't really use this monthly at all. This is more for decorational purposes only. It brings me a lot of joy just to be able to decorate. And like I said, I have so many stickers, you guys. This is not even something that I think about because the enormous amount of stickers that I have are not something that are going to be missed or anything like that. And a lot of my stickers are printables. That means I could have multiple copies. So that's where I am. I'm picking up, I think I want to use Crafty Planner Queen today. So she has these sunflower, beautiful, beautiful printouts that I'm going to use in here. Okay, so I have so many collections from Crafty Planner Queen. It was a very hard decision, but I finally chose, and I chose this one, and it's gorgeous. So I'm just putting all of these stickers down. It has no rhyme or reason. Like I said, this monthly is not used at all, so it's more about having fun and having a decorated monthly than anything else. And it's okay, because again, stickers are kind of my therapy. They calm me down a lot. I have a lot of fun using them. So no shame in just putting stickers down for me, okay? And I understand I'm very, very fortunate and not everybody can do that. But if you can, this is something that is fun. Or if you have stickers that you don't think you're ever going to use, this is another way of kind of doing it. Like, pulling up your sticker graveyard type of thing, which is great. Okay, so I'm just gonna add a few more elements, and then once I do, we're gonna move on to my last planner. A couple more things, because like I said, I like a very, very full spread, so that's kind of where I'm going with this. And I'm going to be adding quite a few more items in here. This is a full 2-page printout from Crafty Planner Queen. And I think I can make it even fuller, so hold on. Okay, couple more things in here. So I have this beautiful night, like sunflower. And yeah, so sunflowers are so appropriate for September, you guys. I can't even like stress this enough, how right it feels to use this versus like dark leaves and stuff, because that what September is all about. Okay. Okay, so couple more stars because I like adding those around. I think that add a little bit of fun element in here. like makes it a tiny bit different. I'm gonna add a leaf in here too to pop up that green on this side just slightly. And then I'm gonna put Stay Positive right here. And I think that's good. So that is my monthly and my wellness, and I think that is good. And then the last one we're going to be doing is my social media. I love doing that one. That one is a lot more functional than not. This one, this planner is a dashboard planner, and it's called Becomes What Becomes You. Okay, so for this one, I will be using some flowers, the same flowers that I used in my journal. It's very fall-like, and it's very appropriate for like September, even October and November, like all the mums, all of the oranges, all of like the bright reds and creams and stuff like that. So I'm adding that in here. I'm gonna go ahead and create just a frame around it, so bottom and then top and the edges where I can. And then, like I said, I will be adding lots of different elements into here. I'm going to be using another printable from Crafty Planner Queen. So I'm part of her $2 Tuesday, which means every Tuesday we get a new printable. But I also have quite a few stickers from her Etsy shop. So this one is called Cozy Confidence. I used it last year. I'm using it again this year. It's one of my favorite fall spreads that she makes. And it's more about coffee than anything else. So it's not fully like fall, but is starting to get cozy. As you can see, like both of the girls that I had are going to be wearing cardigans and a little bit warmer clothes. And one of them is holding that leaf. So yeah, it's getting there slowly, you know? Okay, next up is adding this one. I want her on this side, somewhere maybe on a Wednesday to Thursday area. And yeah, she looks very cozy as well. I'm gonna add Hello Fall because the 22nd is the first day of fall. We're gonna add some pumpkins, some coffees, some little things here and there. Like I said, it's going to look pretty sparingly in here because I do use this pretty functionally. So I'm going to be making bullet points soon in order for it to be functional for me. So this is kind of where I sit and plan out my videos for the month for you guys and go from there. So I'm adding a tray right there. I'm gonna add Be Original, couple leaves, not too many, little acorn. Don't want too many things in here, like I said, because it needs to be functional. Now add some flowers throughout the edges and through the top. Perfectly imperfect. And then there won't be too much to do after that. Like I said, outside of those bullet points, there's not much that I'm going to be needing in here. But I do want to add these florals to the top. I think that's going to add a lot of like pizzazz in here, which I like. Okay, so I'm gonna cut this in half, all of my flowers. I usually will cut them so they sit nicely at the edges. So here we go. I just made a corner and I'm not using it. Okay, perfect. Okay, and then same thing on this side. I'll just do that and look how pretty. Yep. Okay, next up is the other side. We have to kind of repeat the process and add all of that stuff in here. So I'm cutting up my flowers to make sure that this fits. I'm gonna add some up here as well. Okay, I'm gonna add that and then add this on this side. And I think that works. Okay, so now the only thing left is my bullet points, and that is basically it. I think I think that's usually pretty good when I get to do those. The first week is usually pretty busy because of the monthlies and currentlies and stuff like that I do. And the following weeks are not as many. So 14th, yeah. Okay, I think that is good. So I'm going to pop this back into my planner. And then after that, we're done. So I hope you guys liked it. Let me know which one's your favorite. Let me know in the future if you want me to include the journal yet again. And then we can go from there. But yeah, that is all I have. I'm adding one more little piece in here because it's looking too empty. And I'll see you guys soon for another video. But yeah, here's the first one. So that's my catch-all. That's my wellness, that is my social media, and that is my journal. Thanks so much for joining me today, and have a great day. Bye.